to-do list. Why don't engine tokens exist? That's first. So, our inventory is not great, but let's just scope it out first. Because we put a bunch of engine tokens into the system. So they should, in theory, be in here. So not there. But like, here. So why not? Aha! There's lots of engine tokens. Garbage. How interesting. Yeah, read signs in face. Exactly. Okay, let's go a little bit higher up. So it looks like we do have a bunch of them, but they are stuck in there somehow. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's get on top of that. So there's some here, and they're hanging out in this right here. So we're powering this block. And the idea is it would come over into these. Why did I think that would work? Because we're powering this block to stop this hopper from going. So really I need to go that direction, then over that direction, instead of what I'm doing. So let's do that. So we're going to take this off. It'll probably fall in. We can grab it. Where does it go? Okay, right there. So then what we actually want to do instead, because we're also powering this thing, so we need to really take this going this direction instead. So we will actually need to get under there, I think. So let's pop down here. Oh dear. Well, we can break this. Okay. So what's happening is oh no, it's not powered. Oh no, this is powered. This block is powered. I'm inverting it here. So this hopper here is powered. So really what I need to do is do this. And then let's add some blocks below us so we don't fall to our death. We wouldn't really die, but okay. So now what we want to do is take all of this stuff and move it over to the next thing. And yeah. So let's just throw these in the ground. We're going to have problems possibly with the other... I'm trying to think if we'd have problems. Maybe not. Okay. So then this we don't need. We will want to move that comparator. So let's actually break that for now. We want to get up there. So we'll do that. Now we can get up top. I need to get that comparator. I don't have supplies for that yet, so let's throw this in there. We'll have to remember to grab some of this stuff in a bit. Hello, welcome, Black Belt Crafter. So we're gonna move this here, break this. So that's not, now we're in our inventory. This is not gonna be a hopper anymore. It's just gonna be a regular block. Oh, I forgot about all the stuff in there. Okay. To match the styling, we're gonna do that. So now we have some regular blocks. Let's do this. Put this in. Comparator on top. Okay. So we've potentially lost some blocks. Oh, I can't get up there very easily now. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So now we can put some blocks back in. So we want a hopper. So from there, it's going to go into this hopper facing that direction. We can start loading this up with engine tokens. There's still some more around. So let's just throw a bunch into here. We'll come back for that. I do want to actually, so that we can get all of them. Let's do this. So we'll come back and get that stuff. Now we want to get over here. Grab those. Make sure that this is okay up here for the sorting. Yeah, so this is still good. Good, okay. So we could load this guy up with even more. Or I guess this guy with even more. Okay, good. We can walk on top of this. We have all of our stuff back. We don't need these blocks. So now, we'll grab this redstone. Oh no, my inventory is full. Oh, these blocks can go away. So, now we have engine tokens all in all of this. A bunch of engine tokens. So the idea is that this thing would have a bunch of engine tokens in the system. And, yeah. Okay, so I think we're good there. Let's move up here and double check to make sure there's not like a bunch of engine tokens in here because they weren't really sorting through. Not very easy to get around in my base. Alright, we're going to break the theme. We're going to go with just regular blocks. And double checking these. Is there a bunch of... So there are some engine tokens there. But not too bad. Okay, here's a bunch of engine tokens. So those should actually be inside the main system. So... Let's do this. We'll come back for all this stuff in a second. So we want engine tokens in our inventory. Excellent. And then we want to put them into this. Oop, can't jump there. I guess we can come down here. We're going to put them in to the system. So we might actually have more engine tokens around than we need. But that's fine. Somebody get basket. Yeah, shulker boxes. Yes, I do need shulker chests on the server. I haven't done that yet. We teased Scody about his inventory. Yeah, right. Yeah, I do definitely need shulker boxes on the server. I don't think anybody watching is on the server, so. Okay, there we go. So now I have some stuff back. I think we've resolved that problem. I guess I could leave these things here, actually. Good. So now let's go up top. We've resolved one issue, probably. We can double check. So now if we come up here. So what we notice is that I wanted to get to the small rail station, Port Hypermine. So this one ended up with destination tokens, but no engine tokens, which is no good. Absolutely no good. So we're going to do it again. Request a chest. We're going to go to that station. So we are waiting 30 seconds. There we go. Those will go away. New ones will come in. And we have engine tokens. Yes, we have resolved that problem. Okay. And then next is the backup chest, minecart chest at the south station. So let's go to that station. And hit the go button. And this should bring us there. If everything's working accordingly. We should end up at the, yeah, looks like we're good to go. We're going to end up at the South Port Hypermine station. And it's having a lack of chest minecarts. So we're going to work on that now. Try and get that resolved. How is everybody doing today? Today is Wednesday. I'm potentially going to board gaming tonight. Should be fun. Tree looks awkward. Traveling through the spooky town. Almost there. Everything's working great. Week is going by fast. Yeah, it is actually. It's pretty fast. Okay, great. So now we are here. Let's pop down below. We're going to start working on some of the mechanisms we need. But what we'll probably observe is that it's low on, there probably has like 2 or so chests. Glad it's for someone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's not for everybody. But so there's a couple down there. We don't really want to fall down right there. Let's work our way. So there are some in the system, but we had a very low amount. Like there should be a lot more there. So what we want to do is add a mechanism somewhere. Let's find out where the best spot is. So this is where, when it empties out the engines and cabooses, they drop in there, they empty, and they come up through here. So we could do, if we have this mechanism a little lower, then there won't be as much in stock, or the minimum will be lower, I guess. But then I have to have more hoppers going up to connect it up, because I want to have a chest up top to be able to load it if it's low. So I'm thinking I might do it in here. So there'll be a lower minimum. So let's make some of these blocks be that, because I'm willing to make repeaters and stuff like that. So we need to get a little bit higher up, and we can start building our thing. So let's do it here. So we're going to clear out some of this. We're going to build it that direction, I think. So we're going to take that out as well. We're going to add in our tripwire hook. We'll need to get rid of this. And we'll need block on the back for tripwire hook. And then we want, so we're gaining space because because now we are able to get rid of those two items. So now we have more space to play with. Okay, so remember how I set this up. So there's gonna be a clock. It's gonna come over this way. So there's gonna be a dispenser. Did I grab that dispenser? God, oh, I was really worried there for a second. So I'm gonna grab this dispenser. And what we want to do is this is going to connect up with this same rail here. So I'll need to hook into that somehow. Let me see if I can, if I step down, how does it connect up? We come here. Well, I guess let's add in our mechanism. So we want a crafting bench so I can make things. We will want a, that's inverted now, so it's going to stop the clock. And, rather, I'm sorry. It's not going to stop the clock where it currently is. Because there's not, so maybe I don't need this, actually. Let's make a repeater. So let's see, how do we want to do this? So I'm going to send power into it. And then we're going to pull a signal off from it. And so when there's enough minecart chests in there, this will stay powered and stop the signal, I think. And then this will just loop back. We will need, I guess, a... we will want that. I'm going to go a little bit slower. In fact, we want to go... Interesting. Oh, I see. It burnt out. Okay. I think we'll want to actually potentially have another one in there just so it goes a little bit slower because we don't want to dispense carts that fast. So let's actually make two more. So we'll put those in. Because I have an X. So we'll put that on full delay. So there we go. So now we have a clock that will fire, and then it will dispense carts. So we can actually lower this down a little bit more than we have it. Something like this. And then this can be a dispenser. that we're going to side load. Or we'll load it from this side. So that's where I'm going to load that up with chest minecarts. Then we're going to have this. Right, good. And then this will come on to this side. And now we can actually bring this down a little lower than it is. Oh, actually, we need, I guess I lied. We can drop... This one has to stay where it is. Oh, I was right. Okay, we do this. This works. And then we can... So we're a little bit lower. I don't know if that helps us. I think about it. Not really. We can remove... We can't remove that block. Alright, how do I want to make it work right? Try to figure out how to add it into that so that it works. It still works right. I guess if we make this I'm 38. 38 what? What am I 38? Okay, we need to get rid of this guy. I figure out how to lay this out the best. Like that. And then if we have regular rail coming in the side, how does this connect up? So let's take that out again. So it's defaulting to the wrong direction. So we need to power levers, good. Okay, so now when they come through, they will go the right direction. So that when they come up this way, they're going to go straight. When they come this way, they're going to go that direction. If for some reason it backs up, where it's already full, and it comes back this way, then it will end up turning and being stuck in this little section, which is okay. And we'll put in powered rail here, so that there's less of a chance of it getting stuck somewhere. So then we can power this. And then this gets powered when it releases those. Okay, so this might be enough to do the automatic loading thing. So let's pop up here, and we're going to put in a few chest minecarts, just to make sure that it functions the way I'm expecting. So let's make a handful of chest minecarts. And I think they're kind of going randomly all over the place, but that's okay. Okay. All right. And then okay. So they go down, they pop down onto that thing, and they end up in the right spot. Okay, good. So we just put those in for now. Because we're low on them. We don't want to put in the other one. This one needs a buddy. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so we put in some now, manually. So now what I want to do is I want to bring that line all the way up to the top. So actually, I don't have any cobble on me. I was going to make some droppers to cover up the stuff. But now we want to figure out how to get this line up to the top in a way where it won't interfere with everything else. So let's find out where's a good spot to bring a line up. And that line we're going to want to bring into, let's actually see where it's going to go in the end. So it needs to make it all the way up into this main room. And I got to figure out where in here is the best spot. So I could load it potentially in the upper floor. Is there a good spot on this first floor? So potentially in this corner here, in one of these two corners there, I could put in a chest. There's going to be signs, so maybe I'll put it in, you know, one of these spots. So let's go underneath and take a peek at what is underneath this floor. So that is that area in there, which isn't actually too bad. We could add in a hopper that comes through. Then what? So over here, that's pretty open actually. That's not too bad. This is where just some carts will come through and they drop down. So I have to keep that open. And then I think we have some other stuff where things are dropping down here. So maybe in this far corner here is where I'll put it in. So we're going to need a lot more hoppers. So let's make some hoppers. All right, look at that. Perfect. So we're going to need a lot of chests. If I throw stuff on the ground here, what happens? Well, I guess they do compress pretty well. That's interesting. It still threw stuff on the ground. It's kind of not what I expected to happen. Let's say it's good for now. Okay. And now we want to make hoppers. And we are short on iron. Hoppers. Yes, lots of hoppers. Okay, we have lots of hoppers now. So now we are going to bring a line. We potentially will bring this straight down and then snake it inside of that for now as our way up and down. And then we can bring it out from there, I think, maybe. Although this is all powered, so I guess I can't really use that there. But okay, so we're going to bring it up through here. So then what? So then this is actually, over here, there's nothing really here. So we can use this corner so that can come just straight over here and then link up to that and just go through the floor. Okay, so let's get over there, over to that thing. So let's figure out how to do that the best way. And I guess we want a little bit of lighting on that thing too. So this is a good spot to probably have a bridge across so I can do maintenance on this thing. So this is going to go, we're going to have stuff on top of it. So I actually don't want to go all the way up. Like I still want to be able to walk on top of the blocks I'm going to put on top. So this is where I'll stop going up. It's going to line up with this thing. So it's one below that. So actually, yeah, that'll be fine. It's going to go underneath the block. And then eventually when I add in droppers on top of this, then that'll cover it up. So we're okay there. So there'll be, I'll have the droppers that go underneath there. I'll replace this block eventually with that. Okay. And then, can I reach that? I guess not. Okay. So we're going to add a block here. So I can get a little bit closer. There we go. And then, I don't think I want to have it all the way over to the side. Let's try this first. And we can get rid of this block in a second. This will come all the way over to here. And then what? Can I get rid of... Oh, no, that's right. I was going to punch it through the ceiling. Oops. If we run low on hoppers, there's some more hoppers in the ground. So then this is going to go up. And I think this should be fine. Yes, good. Okay, good. And now, we just want to bring it up this thing here. So we're going to come over here. And we need to not be... Let's see. And we want to have a little bit of room to still walk on top. So we will keep it at that height. This will come all the way over here. And good, 64 more. And then this will go up. And I don't think anything in here is powered inside this wall. It's powered potentially occasionally when you release stuff. No, actually, it wouldn't be powered because it's going in that direction. Okay, good. So this will come up and a little bit more. This block is not powered. We will need to... Okay, so let's go down a little bit more. And I will snake... This actually, I guess I can bring this right against these. I wouldn't have to worry about that, but... now we want to know where we want to drill down. So let's go back up top. We want to make one more chest. and eventually once we connect it up to the top. So it's going to hold on to a lot of chest minecarts, because all those hoppers will have five inventory, so it'll be quite a bit. But all right, so what I'm thinking is, so there's going to be eventually buttons all the way across here, and so maybe it makes sense to have a chest. I could have a chest here. There'll be a button there. That probably won't be in the way. I can put it here and then put a sign on it. People might get confused. So possibly here, in between there's two buttons there and there. There's a chest here with a sign on it saying you can bring, you can drop off chest minecarts. I also might make sense to have a spot for tokens. So maybe this is chest minecarts in the middle, right here. And then this one a bit later on can be a chest for dropping off extra tokens. So if you have extra tokens for some reason, let's say you picked a destination, you accidentally messed up, you can break this, put the chest minecart in there, and then put the, I hope nobody puts regular minecarts in there, because that would break everything. If they put the tokens in there, then that would be okay. Another thing I guess I could have done is I could have taken whatever they give in there and then dispense it onto this line, and it would come along and it would end up, no, because then it would be an item, or it would be an actual physical cart, and that's not quite what we want. So this will work. All right, so let's get over to here. So then this needs to hook up to that, so we can actually run this right along the slime blocks, because it doesn't grip onto those. And then we'll come this direction, make sure we can still walk underneath this. Good. We'll come back to here and then go up. There we go. We'll make a chest. Like so. So then we need a sign. Are there signs in this chest already? Nope. Okay, we'll just make signs the old-fashioned way. And that it's not very old-fashioned because I use the dragging mechanic, because if I was really old-fashioned, anyway. Extra chest minecarts. Only. Hello, Explained Inc. Welcome, Cheesy. Welcome to the stream. Let's see what I could say. Let me think about the. Thank you for the follow, Cheesy. My overlays and stuff aren't reacting. Well, thank you anyway. Even though it didn't show up. It's weird. Thank you for the follow, Explained Inc. I don't know why none of my things are working, but I have all these overlays and things. Also, thank you for the follow, Batak, Boxatic Vermin. Boxatic? That's probably not right. Okay, so this is for extra chest minecarts. I guess I don't need to be. Yeah, so I'll just do this. Oops, wrong buttons. Extra chest minecarts. Yeah, should work. And so now that I can hook up to the thing. And so eventually, I mean, that'll take a long time to fill up. When it connects all the way to there. Mixer, easy to do. Yes, it is super cool. Yeah, eventually I was considering having like an indicator that it's low. I'm actually on PC. So lots of chest minecarts. Let's make some chest minecarts. Do we have lots of wood sitting around here? No. We have a chest. Okay. That's a step. That's a step. So we can just make a bunch and then throw them in that chest. For now. So we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll make some chest minecarts. You play... Yes, I play just... well, no, actually, I don't. I play... Most of my stuff I play is Minecraft. But actually, if you check out BasketMC.com, I have a whole schedule there for my main... Where my streams are. You can check it out. Check them out on there. I stream each day during the same time slot. 12:30 to... 12:30 to 1:30 Eastern. So there's a bunch... I played a bunch of different games. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good times. I play, like, so Monday or Fridays are I play Myst. It's an old first-person puzzle game. And then, or I play, once I beat that, I'll play the next version of Myst and things like that. All right, so we have this in place. So now, I think it might still need more, possibly, but we at least have enough we can get around. I thought I programmed this in. Let's double check to see if that is programmed in or not. Because I thought that I had it in there. You take requests, song requests? No, I don't. Nope. This is just the playlist from Monster Cat that I used. So I think I can come down here. Let's see if this is programmed in. So we have engine tokens. That's good. So this is intersection 2. Let's bring up my notes of what intersection is what. Because I have a whole... This is a smart rails thing. So I have, like... You can request the train. It'll come out with a couple train cars. One is the boost, one's the engine. Engine is programmed for your destination. So what this thing has an item in there that when you get to an intersection, it'll tell the intersection 2, which is south of here. Right, that's right. Then you want to go south. So intersection 2, go south. That's correct. That's how you get there. And then this is intersection 5, which is entering the thing. Default is west. That's correct. Okay. And then this last one is intersection 3. This is where I end up with the extra intersection. So intersection 3 it has. And then it says go east. So actually, I don't need this. Because it's going to default to... it's always going to default to going into the intersection or into your station itself. So intersection, it's actually going to be intersection 6 and east, but the default's east, so I don't need this at all. So instead of that, we're going to end up with a lot of extra items in the system, but that's okay. So I'm going to break that and this, and then I'm going to just put these blocks in. There we go. So now that's going to send a bunch of stuff down into the system, but that's not a problem. But that means we are programmed in to get there. So let's go ahead and pop up top. How do you stream on Mixer? I stream on Mixer using OBS and my PC. So I stream using FTL mode right into OBS. It's really easy to set up. There's a couple of things I had to tweak as I sort of messed around with it a little bit, but it ended up being fairly easy to do. Let's just throw these extra... We don't want these tokens to really go anywhere, because they aren't valid anymore. So we're just going to throw those over there. Eventually, I think there'll be a cart. This thing will show up with the rest of the tokens that we threw on the floor. Let's make a button. So now this thing, I think, is programmed in to work once this thing is done. So we'll wait for that to show up. Meanwhile, let's grab this stuff. We could turn those into minecart chests. I'm on, yes, 1.12 is on the server, yep. And then we don't need this here. Let's see, our lighting should be fairly decent in this room. Let's double check. So we have block light is 11. Are there any 7s? Doesn't look okay. Looks like we're good on light. Okay, good. So we're waiting for that cart to show up. What's that singing? Singing? There's music. I don't hear any singing right now. Singing. Do you still play modded? Occasionally. I have not in a long time. I used to play quite a bit a while back, but I haven't done that recently. Not for a while. Last one I did was the modded series that's actually on my channel, where I was doing like crazy computer craft stuff. But then it ended up taking like a lot of time to try and program all that. It was still fun. It was fun. It was fun to like try to figure out how I would program. All right, we'll see you later, Cheesy. How I'd program essentially like the inside modded Minecraft. There's these systems that you can store items within a computer, basically. So I was doing that. Oh yeah, cool. So I was doing that one. Where I was trying to program turtles to eventually basically function as that. So I had huge stacks of chests, and they were programmed to like be able to keep track of what the inventory was, and like you could request stuff and it would go to the chest where it is, and then so to have like a database of where all your items are and everything. And then I was gonna try and do like a bank thing where you could have other people do different things, and like there would be like buses that would like move items around and everything. Writing it all in programming. It took a long time, and then eventually I had to realize I had to reprogram it, and then I don't know. So then I think that server's already reset. I think I have the code still somewhere though, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But anyway, let's. I was gonna try and remove some stuff from up top here. Okay, good. Now we have our stuff down here. So this is a caboose, and over here we have garbage. So let's grab all of these tokens that we can get. Let's throw some other stuff in there for now, because we want to get rid of all these. So we'll get rid of those. Now we grab all the rest of these things. Some steak. And then we actually don't want this or this one right now, because we're going to actually re-request them. So we can just take these guys and the other one that isn't in my inventory for some reason. But no, I haven't played modded in a bit. Like Sky Factory and stuff, that interests me at all. I do like industrial craft and computer craft is like super cool. Super cool. Trying Flash to ROM on a server was a headache. Interesting. I'm not sure what that is. I think the open computers is potentially similar. I was using computer craft, but it might be similar. So let's double check to make sure that this works. So that's going to the iron farm. So we'll see if that gets us there or not. There's a little bit of a delay when you hit the button. And then we'll get our passenger cart. So this is programmed with an engine token, a intersection 2 south, intersection 5 west. That was weird. So let's see if it takes us there. And then what we might do is then see if that station will take us back to the main thing, and then we'll cut down some trees for a little bit. Because now I want to make a bunch of chest mine carts to fill up that station so that it does never run out. So we'll do that as we end things out. We've done our debugging for the day. Unless something else comes up, then I'll debug that too. But I guess we could drop off a lot of the stuff. But this should take us over to Basket Station, but then continue through it to get to the iron farm. So far, so good. Moment of truth. Does our train continue forward? Yes. And then after our caboose goes through, it will reset the intersection. Awesome. And now there's no more things we have to worry about, like, because the intersection coming up is going to default to going into the station, which is where we want to go. So This still needs to be cleaned up, obviously, because there's all these torches in the middle. But I think we've already buried all the levers. So these are power from underneath now. But we need to fix up the lighting a little bit. And then also these bridges need some work. Because it's just straight across. There's no supporting things or anything. But looks like it's working. This is eventually going to be an intersection there. Cool. So now we're here. Oh, there's a bunch of carts here. Yeah, so this one doesn't have one of the refill spots that I just... it does have a safety thing, but it's down below. So I need to run the line up top. I don't think I have enough for that right now, though. Alright, so now we are good on that. Let's go ahead and actually pop back. So now we want to say, go to Basket Station. And we'll hop in here. So now we'll go back to Basket Station. I wonder if I should empty out my inventory a little bit. Do I want to empty it out here? I guess. No, I probably want to do it at Basket Station. So now we can go. We'll travel back to Basket Station. Make sure all these different lines work properly. I wonder why my Streamlabs stuff didn't work. The my follower goal thing worked, but that's my own programming. That's not through Streamlabs. We'll chop down some trees. Drop off all this redstone. Chop down some trees. And then I do still need to actually finish styling that building that we just went through over there. I was hoping that the soap would do it, but I think I'll have to do it. Right, good. Let's head down into the bottom. Look at that. The signs are still here. Welcome, Cool Tuber. Welcome. Oh, there's lots of carts here. That's weird. Why are there so many carts here? Why are there so many cabooses here? Let's drop off some redstone first. And then we'll debug that. So redstone, I guess that's rail. Redstone, redstone, redstone. We'll consider that to be redstone. Droppers. Oh, we should, we need to remember to put droppers here. On the small rail station. Add droppers to Southport Hypermine station. Chest minecart. There you go. Two do's. Is there a clever thing we could do, like basket to do's, or like basket of to do's, or I don't know. Anyway, so what we want to do is find there's carts. Is there rail? There we go, rail. And then we redstone, drop this off. Engine and caboose tokens. Where do you want to live? If I take all those and I put them if I get them into here somehow. Do we have another chest? No, not really. To-dos of BasketMC. Yeah. Let's open like a clever play on words with like with basket or something. Okay, so we just put them into here, like here or here. Let's say here. So that's just the open pipe. Hopefully people don't put the wrong things in there. But the intent is for this is to put in caboose tokens and engine tokens. And they'll filter through. In basket. That could work. Yeah. Yeah, where's Puka with y'all? With all alright, let's go redstone. And then we're about to go chop down a bunch of trees. Tasket list. Oh, I like that. There we go. Tasket list. Thank you. So, we need to add droppers in there to stop the lag at the other place, but that's not... We'll get back to that. We also need to add lots of chest minecarts to Southport Hypermine Station. That's all your creativity for the week. Yeah, that's fine. You got a raise. Good job. Okay, let's go chop down some trees. Let's also drop off this furnace in redstone. So I could add furnace. I mean, I have lots of furnaces, so maybe I'll do furnaces instead. But droppers, I hear, are actually a little bit less leggy than the other stuff. Yeah, right. 10 times 0. Whee! So let's get some wood, and so we can make some more chests. We're low. We're a little bit low in here. I'll grab these actually, these saplings. This will be exciting video coming up. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can stop. You can just stop now, unless you want to hear my banter with the audience. Okay, so this is a little bit of a. We have a little bit of time left. This is a AMA, and not really anything. It's more like ask me anything, and then well, you can still ask me anything, and then I may or may not answer. Which I guess probably how all those work. So, is there anything you want to know about me? While I chop down trees? Okay, and over here. And I probably screwed up. No, it's probably fine. This is all my hopper making material. I come down here to this forest and then chop down all these trees, replant them. What's your favorite board game at the moment or at... Okay, favorite board game. That is maybe the toughest question ever. So I really like... So generally speaking, I like strategy board games, oftentimes worker placement. So I enjoy games like Caverna, and things like that. My favorite game. I really actually like... So Viticulture is one that I always have fun with. It's a game where you are... It's a worker placement game. And you're running a vineyard. Yeah, in the tree farm. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I could probably redstone it somehow. So Viticulture, yeah, you're running a vineyard, and there's all these different ways of getting points and things like that, victory points. Why does your skin have a beard and you don't have a beard? That's another good question. Okay, so I'll come back to that one. So I mean, I'm starting to... I can't really... Well, partly my wife does... Okay, no, that's the next question. Okay, so I guess maybe the answer is Viticulture. I like so many different board games, though. But that's one that I always like to go back to. One thing that's really frustrating about that game... So, generally speaking, you get points by filling wine orders. So you make wine... like you plant grapes, you harvest the grapes, you stomp the grapes, you make wine, you age the wine, this whole process, and then you fill orders, and then you get victory points. But you can also get victory points through a couple different ways. And so my brother-in-law, he always makes a vineyard and does wine tours. So he doesn't actually fill any orders ever. He doesn't even make wine oftentimes. Like he makes a little bit of wine just to say that he has wine. But then he does wine tours in the game, and he gets victory points from that. And so like he plays the game in like not the main way you're supposed to play it, and he always wins. It's really frustrating. And I tried to copy him last time, but the problem is that Like that tactic really only works if nobody else is doing it, and he beat me to it. So, okay. Are you drinking during this game? Yeah, I have water. I understand. Not this game. You're talking about viticulture. Yeah, so there are times where I was saying I want to play viticulture, so we want to make sure we stack up on snacks and wine. So yeah, I've done that before where I'm playing viticulture, drinking a bunch of wine. It's good times. Okay, yes. So my skin, when I was playing Minecraft, originally I had my other character account. My other account had, I searched for Army Dude, or Army Guy, and so I found a skin on whatever the website was that had an Army Guy, but it was sort of a maybe lesser quality skin. And so then when I was making this account that I was actually going to do YouTube stuff for, I decided I wanted to have a better guy. So I searched on whatever the website was, and I said, Army Guy. And so I started going through them all, and like there's a bunch of different ones. And eventually I found this one. I thought it looked cool. So then I picked it, and that's what I've been using ever since. So it's just the original skin. Puka has since made it compatible with whatever Minecraft version made you have clothes. But otherwise, it's basically the same skin. Yeah. So it's not really me at all. But in terms of why I don't have a beard, partly my wife doesn't really want me to have a beard. So I don't really, like, even the scruff I have, she's kind of annoyed with. But I'm kind of lazy and I work from home, so I oftentimes will have scruff. But yeah, she doesn't really want me to have a beard. It possibly would be different if I actually just had like a beard all the time. I used to have a goatee back in college. But it might be different. It might not be as pokey if I had like a beard versus like scruff. But it's been a while. In an ideal situation, I probably would be clean shaven often, but because I work from home, I don't really worry about it as much. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we do drink during that one. Oh, actually, one thing that's really nice, we have a recipe that we got from Europe when we went to Europe. We had a recipe for mulled wine. So it's like you do wine and then like a bunch of different spices, and you put them in the slow cooker, and it's really delicious. And it's like a hot wine that's all spiced and stuff. So we've done that a few times. Actually, I don't think we've done that when we played viticulture, but we do during our board gaming things. We've done that before. You work from home every day. Yes. Yeah, I work. So the main companies I work for are actually based in Florida. So yeah, I'm not even like, I never go into work. Usually I would go down every, once a quarter for a week. But just for saving money purposes, I haven't gone down there in like 6 or 9 months even. So I rarely leave the house. I leave the house now I do board gaming sometimes every two weeks. But I leave for pub trivia, and I leave for grocery shopping on the weekend. So I rarely leave the house. I'm kind of a, besides streaming, like I don't really see anybody, and I guess I don't see you guys either, technically. All right. Let's see, which way is forward? That way. Okay. Let's do this guy as well. Just partly, I mean, I enjoy playing and I enjoy having you guys watch me, but that's also part of my being able to like still be like connected and talk to other people. Yeah, you see me. Oh, I see. Wait, what? You see us? I have it's like, back in the day when you used to watch Sesame Street, not Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and you'd think that he was actually talking to you when he was talking to the TV. It's kind of like that. Right, I can see you. Okay, and back here. Wait, what? You mean he didn't? He wasn't talking to me? But in this case, I'm actually talking to you guys. in FTL speed. Super fast. I've only dropped 3 frames this entire time. I don't really know why I still have a couple frames to drop every now and then, but... Yeah, FTL is... It's so amazing. I can't wait till they get it on mobile as well, because I believe they don't currently. So if you're on mobile, you're still, you know, have some delay. But with FTL, it's like instantaneous. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need to get shulker boxes on this server and an elytra. And then on the other server, TeamBS patron server, I need to get maybe more shulker boxes. Probably not. I'm probably fine on that. I need to get an elytra and I need to remake all of my armor. Because I lost that all to stupid slimes. So, yeah. Oh, that reminds me, actually. The TeamBS patron server. I've disconnected... I attached the slime farm in. I worked on it a little bit off camera. And then down below, I've detached the hopper line. So it's not actually going into the system. Because I wanted to see if I actually collected any slime. So I need to remember to actually connect that up and, and stuff tomorrow. For tomorrow's stream. We'll see. Oh, you fixed the hopper line? Okay. Did it have slimes? I was putting blocks in there. Okay, I gotcha. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Amazed with FTL. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So JJ Bonzig, was there slimes? Slime balls in the thing? And she was muttering about she's like, oh, breaking all this stuff. Yeah, so let me know if there was any. There were slimes, but I might have put them in. Okay, all right. Well, let me know. I don't know. I'm assuming the slime farm works, but it might not. So that's what I was. I did see slimes in one of the pits. But it wasn't drowning. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to adjust the design. Well, when we're messing around there tomorrow, we'll see if something's missing. Or whatever. Well, I could talk about, so I did a board gaming weekend. It was a Grand Con. So it was a board gaming convention I went to. So I played a few different games there. One of the first games I played was a prototype for a game that is sort of hard to describe. Okay, I got you. You gotta run. All right, we'll see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like we're full. We don't need leaves. So the game is it's a little map that you play on. And when we played, 3 players were different guerrilla factions on like a Banana Republic, so some Caribbean island. And then your job was to try to get 8 points by before a certain amount of turns happen. So each of the different guerrillas are trying to, like, they kind of can work together, but they're trying to get 8 points that you get from these cards. And then on the other side of the table, when I played, there was two different world powers, and their job is to try to get you guys. You can trade with them, so they have a bunch of money. Guerrilla as in the troop, yeah, like the army guys. So you can trade with them. So like they want your bananas or whatever, and they'll give you money, and you can use that money at a better conversion rate to get troops, to get more army guys. And so then you're giving them oil or bananas or whatever, and they're giving you money, and then you use that to get more troops that you're fighting with the other guerrillas. Guerrillas. And then you're fighting with the other guerrillas for territory, so you get more resources so you can do trades. And eventually you're trying to win the game, get 8 points. And what the world powers are trying to do is they're trying to delay the gorillas for 14 turns or whatever it is. So delay them so they don't actually get the 8 points. And then at the end of that, the world powers, whoever has the most points, either from the combination of the bananas and the bananas and the oil, through those points, then one of the two of them wins. But they have different cards. They can do drone strikes, or they can send in snipers to try and empty things out, or maybe they're working with a certain gorilla, so they say, okay, well, if you give me a bunch of your oil, then I will send in a drone strike to this particular territory and clear it out, or things like that. So it's a pretty cool game where like you're, as the, and the world powers only have so much money. So this is an earlier prototype. So there's, the game is not out yet, and they're still working on it. But for this version, that's how the game works. So it kind of just depends on, the final game might be different, but at least when we played it, that was the rules. And so it was pretty crazy where like the different world powers, like first time I played, I was a gorilla. Next time I played, I was a world power. And so it was interesting. Like we only had $50, which is, and then $50 to try and trade the whole time. And I ran out of money pretty quick. Like I knew from the previous time someone ran out of money pretty quick, and so I knew that I was trying to like have enough throughout the whole game. So next time I play, if it's the same rules, I would budget to only spend so much like between different turns. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that game. Off subject, but why? But have you worked with Drupal? I have not. I have. I've seen a Drupal thing, but no, I haven't. My stuff is PHP, which I think Drupal is, but I do my own proprietary. I actually have two different ones. So the one that I work for in the main companies I work for is an existing proprietary framework, and then for my own stuff, I have my own proprietary framework, which is based on some similar stuff that you'd see at other, for other frameworks and stuff. But it's its own thing. So I haven't actually used Drupal much, if at all. I guess I've used it on the interface level, but I've never programmed in Drupal. Let's go ahead and load up Ender Chest. Do I not have an Ender Chest here at all? Is there one down here? There's one in Jan's store. Seems like an oversight. Alright, so let's load that up. I'm gonna get a bunch of iron. And not these quartz blocks. You gotta head out. Alright, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping by, Daddy Ogiz. I don't know if I said hello to you either. Hello and goodbye. Sorry if I missed you. Task list. Add Ender Chest. Yes, that sounds good. I got rid of the my signs I had. Doot. Add Ender Chest ATMs to Basket Station Mall. Boop. Okay, so while I go get some more iron, is there anything else you want to know about me? Let's go to the iron farm station. Hello, Risk Corners. So let's go to the iron farm station. Boop. And then wait 30 seconds. It's gonna overkill. I don't really need those anymore. Request this chest. Let's grab all these guys. Blocky. Boldilocks. Oh, okay. That's so funny. Boldilocks. Okay, so that's programmed. We'll hit the button. So this will take us to the iron farm station. We can grab some iron and then probably end of the stream then. Just so I can make some chest minecarts at the other place. And then that's that base. If you're new, that is Soap the Great. That is his big castle he has. Huh, that's interesting. Did I do both of them? Or oh, maybe you banned one, I banned the other. I was like, so, I banned somebody and I banned both of them. That's crazy. All right, so we'll get here. We'll head in. We'll grab some iron, and then we'll end out the stream. I assume you banned one, or did it actually ban both? That'd be interesting. Okay, you got one. All right. Yeah, I grabbed one, and then all of a sudden they both went away. So all right. So iron, I think, appears over here. Yes. Okay, and then these are the chests we can craft the bigger blocks. And actually, I probably want to. Oh. Let's do this. Although now I guess we have this thing on the side. So I really don't have to do that, I guess, anymore. It seems silly that if you didn't like the game that somebody's playing, you wouldn't search for game that somebody's playing. and then be all silly about it. Whatever. You do hast. You looking for logic on the web? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we can do. People are weird. Okay, great. So now we have lots of these. Let's actually, I guess what I want to do, because I want my inventory to be full of the blocks, so we can do this actually. I'm late. Welcome, welcome the Puka. Okay, there we go. Now we can make a bunch of blocks. Can I search? Yes. Block. Oh, I guess. Okay. There. Now we can make more at a time. All right, let's make even more at a time. So I might have grabbed more than I can take. So let's do this. There we go. Like I might have thrown more on the floor than I can actually pick up. I guess we can get rid of those sticks if we need to. We're gonna make a whole bunch of chest minecarts and fill up the other station just to make sure that it doesn't run out. Keep the sticks. Oh, okay. Oops. Good. Oh no. Okay, that's good enough. So what we can do is do this. Oh, that's not what I want to do. And then all these we can put back in this chest. So at least we're not wasting all of them. There we go. Excellent. We didn't waste any. Look at that. We're amazing. All right. That'll be the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by.